all you need to start flying FPV is goggles, a controller, and an FPV drone. I'm gonna go over exactly how I would learn to fly FPV if I had to start from scratch knowing what I already know. I've been an FPV drone pilot for the last 5 years, and I've taken this from a little hobby that I was playing around with to a professional skill that I can now charge money for, work with clients with, and just get to travel and get amazing shots with FPV. There's 3 steps that I would take in order to start flying FPV drones. We're gonna start off with step 1, which is choosing your FPV drone setup and really deciding why you want to become an FPV drone pilot. Maybe it's the fact that you want a new hobby where you can sink hundreds of hours into building drones and programming them, making mistakes and learning from it, and just having a hobby that you just have fun with. The other direction is to get cinematic videos with your FPV drones, using it for client projects or for your own projects. Now, really narrowing down which direction you want to take things helps you land on which drone setup that you should start off with. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to really focus on how I would get into FPV if I had to start from complete scratch. There's 2 main setups that I would go with right now if I didn't have a drone setup at the moment and I had a couple $1,000 to spend with. There's really 2 main setups that I would go with right now. The first one is the budget setup, which is the DJI Neo 2 with the goggles N3 and controller 3. The second option is the DJI Avata 2 with the goggles 3 and controller 3. These 2 setups are hands down the best and easiest, most streamlined way to get into FPV. The DJI Neo 2 is my budget choice that I would go with. It's got an amazing 4K camera that will get you amazing shots. It has a 2-axis gimbal. There's so many amazing features with this drone that have been such an upgrade to the DJI Neo 1, which was the previous version. I made a video going over the DJI Neo 1. I used it and it was just not a great drone to begin with. The camera quality was not great. It had so many features that were missing. I made an entire video about this drone, which you can go and check out up in the corner or down in the description below. The DJI Neo 2 made so many major improvements on the DJI Neo 1, and the DJI Neo 2 is definitely an autonomous drone. That's mostly what it's marketed for, is it's a drone that can follow you around. It can do automatic flying modes around you, but many people don't know that you can actually use this as an FPV drone. You pair it with the DJI goggles N3 and the DJI controller 3, and you can make this into an absolute beast of a setup. It's a budget-friendly option for people who want to try to get into FPV, but don't necessarily want to undertake that risk of spending thousands of dollars on a new FPV drone setup if they're not entirely sure if they want to go in this direction. Now, that being said, that's not the setup that I'm currently rocking right now. What I have right now is the DJI Avata 2 with the goggles 3 and controller 3. And if I was starting out from complete scratch, this is the setup that I would go with right now. The DJI Avata 2 is also cool in the fact that you can add little upgrades to your drone. I just recently dropped a video of different upgrades that you can put on your DJI Avata 2. I'll link it up in the corner or down below so you can check out that video next. The DJI Avata 2 with the DJI goggles 3 and controller 3 is the most advanced and up-to-date setup that you can get in the FPV world, and it'll get you the best camera quality, the best range, and honestly just the best experience with FPV. I've been using this setup with the DJI Avata 2 for the last 6 months. It's honestly an amazing drone. It's easy to fly, easy to learn with, and it'll get you amazing 4K high quality shots. In this DJI ecosystem, the budget option that I would go with is the DJI Neo 2 setup with the goggles N3. And if I had a little bit more to spend and I wanted to get the best possible video quality, the biggest range with my drone, the best battery life, I would go with the DJI Avata 2 with the goggles 3 setup. It's going to cost a little bit more, but it's going to give you so much more quality and it's going to be more future proof. If none of these options were available and I wanted something that was a custom drone, I would go with something like the Beta FPV Pavo 20 Pro FPV drone with the DJI 03 or 04 system. This tiny drone is amazing. It's a custom drone that uses LiPo batteries, but it also works with the DJI ecosystem. So you're going to get amazing 4K quality with the video video, and you'll be able to use the DJI ecosystem with the goggles and the controller. The only difference is you're gonna have a steeper learning curve for charging and discharging the batteries, learning to program and troubleshoot the drone if anything happens, but it is honestly such a fun drone to fly. If I was starting it right now, I would go with the DJI Neo 2 FPV drone setup if I had a little bit more budget constraints. If I was serious about getting into FPV flying for cinematic videos, for working with clients on projects, and just having the best possible FPV drone experience, I would go with the DJI Avata 2 with Goggles 3 combo. Those options were not available to me, or if I wanted to get into the realm of custom FPV drones while still having the best experience, I would go with the Beta FPV Pavo 20 Pro with the DJI O3 or O4 system and just live in that custom drone world. But as of right now, I am flying the DJI Avata 2 combo. So I guess you could say this would be my absolute choice. I just wanted to pop in here and mention my site, FPV Core. It's completely free to access. There's no email or sign up needed, and it has access to information that I've collected over the last 5 years. If you're looking to get into FPV or you're a seasoned professional, there's so much info there that I've spent hundreds of hours writing and putting together. It's completely free to check out. It's down in the description below. And if you fly the DJI Avata 2 setup, you can check out some of my custom drag and drop LUTs for the Avata 2, which turns cinematic color grading into a really easy process. I'll link all of this down below. Let's dive into step 2, practicing in the FPV drone simulator. This is something that so many FPV pilots miss. And if I were to start over, I would start off by using my FPV drone controller to hook it up to my laptop. And I would take at least 10 hours to dive into the simulator and learn the basics of flying with FPV drones. The biggest mistake that I made in the beginning was getting really excited and taking my FPV drone, flying it with zero prior experience. Let's just say my first flight didn't really turn out that great. The best part about the FPV drone simulator is it's literally like playing a video game. You can use the controller that you get with your FPV drone setup in order to practice. And the FPV drone simulators help you get the basics of how to go up, how to go down, how to turn from side to side. After a couple of hours, it really gets you comfortable with this whole concept of flying FPV drones. The FPV drone simulator that I started off with and that I currently use is called Liftoff. Now, the reason that I use it is because it pairs with the DJI controller. If I'm flying the DJI Avata 2 or the DJI Neo 2, then I can use my DJI controller to get the hang of it so that when I do transition into real life flying, I already am feeling really comfortable with the remote controller that's in my hands. I would spend the first couple of hours learning the basics of taking off, going down, going forwards, backwards, and then I would spend the last couple of hours getting the hang of flying in acrobatic mode. Now, if you're wondering what acrobatic in manual is, it's essentially a mode which all FPV drones have, and it gives you full and complete freedom to control your FPV drone, whether it's diving down a cliff or getting really close to subjects or flying indoors to out. This is what separates FPV drones from regular drones, is that it gives you this full, complete freedom to control your drone in the way that you want to. Now, that being said, it makes it so much more difficult and so much more skillful and precise that your movements have to be in order to control the FPV drone. And that's why it is recommended to spend at least 10 hours in the FPV drone simulator before you go out. You are more likely to crash if you don't practice beforehand. And that takes us to step 3, which is the most exciting step, flying your FPV drone for real. The biggest mistake that I made when I first started FPV was going immediately from building my FPV drone to flying in the most challenging environment, which is densely packed forest. If I were to start from scratch, the way I would approach it is by taking my FPV drone to open, safe areas and slowly building up my skills and slowly pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Getting good at FPV is nothing more than reps. It's just all about practice. So I take my first few batteries and just really get the hang of going up, down, just the same as I did in my FPV drone simulator. As I would go out and practice in real life, I would focus on racking up days of practice instead of just minutes. And I would start off in sport and normal modes if I started off with the DJI Neo and Avata 2 setups. And I would really try to mirror my experience with the FPV drone simulator, where the first few hours or days is spent on going up, down, side to side, getting the hang of the range, the battery life, different environmental factors like weather, and then slowly start to progress by putting my drone into the manual acrobatic mode that you practice towards the end of the FPV drone simulator, and really just starting to push myself out of my comfort zone little by little. The first few times flying FPV is gonna feel like a burst of adrenaline and excitement. I remember my knees shaking and my arms trembling after taking my drone up for the first few times. Once you start doing the reps and the practice, you start to get the hang of things, and then you slowly start to push yourself out of your comfort zone. I get questions on my YouTube videos of how did you get so comfortable flying close to subjects or flying so smooth? I'm gonna let you in on my personal secret of how I progressed a lot quicker with my FPV drone flying skills. The secret is to fly in environments that challenge you, to set challenges for yourself, to fly in front of others, and put yourself in scenarios where you really have to focus. When I started to fly around people, there was this pressure that I had to perform, and it made me focus better. And if I did make mistakes, then I would learn from them a lot quicker. When I started to do professional projects and work with clients, the fear that I had and the worry and the anxiety that I felt made me focus a lot more on trying not to crash. And through that, I got better a lot quicker because there was this external pressure that really forced me to get better. It was honestly the most uncomfortable I have ever felt, but I'm really grateful for these experiences where I had to push myself out of my comfort zone and be given scenarios or certain locations to fly through and have that external pressure of lots of people watching me and counting on me to get the shot. FPV is all about pushing your own limits and pushing the limits of the shots that you can get. If I were to start from scratch, I would take out my FPV drone, I would slowly progress the way that I did in the FPV drone simulator, and I would really mirror that in the real world. Then if I wanted to get really good, I would start to push myself out of my comfort zone and just go where my imagination takes me. That's really the secret to getting amazing at flying FPV drones. I hope this video gave you that clear picture of the first few steps that you should take with learning FPV. And I hope I made the start to this journey a little bit less overwhelming. Remember, you can always drop a comment down below, ask me any questions you want. Let's connect on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Peace.